All right, guys, just wanted to share my 2 cents, man, on the ratings debate. It's always funny when the ratings are released, to see how the NFL players react. The way they react is a little different. It's actually comical. It's funny. It's amusing. It's entertaining or what have you. And, this is exactly what marketing wants. This is exactly what EA Sports wants. They want people to talk about the ratings, whether good or bad, because it's all promotion, right? But where I want to basically, direct my attention is, of course, at the Madden community. And this is something that I've touched on before, man, in a previous video in terms of how I would like the ratings to be. But to get a little more specific, if you take a look at these definitions that's defining each one of these players, to me, that's what it should be about. It shouldn't be about what their overall rating is. Obviously, you're going to have some guys where their overall ratings are through the roof because they are good in so many different areas. You would expect Tom Brady to have an extremely high overall because he's good in so many areas, right? I'm cool with that. But I've always said I want to have a game, a sports game, period, that it's not so much about their overall rating, but they're good at what they can do. A special skill or a special attribute or what have you that makes this guy who he is. That is sports. And, speaking of the relative sport in this video, that's football. You have certain guys on a football team that are good at certain things. They're good in situations. This creates situational football. And I hope that Madden continues to go down that path, because I think what they could actually do from here is they're setting it up to have the ability to really go into the direction I would like it to be in, where it's really just abilities. Maybe we can even go away from the overalls as far as us seeing the number, and we're just focusing on what your player is capable of doing. And I think that's what they're attempting to do with these ratings. If you look at this guy here, Armstead, it says, he's an athletic lineman in the NFL, and his 5th best pass block finesse at 91 is further proof his unique blend of elite speed, fastest LT, and strength will allow him to win against the specific type of pass rushers or what have you. That is a great attribute. It doesn't matter that his overall is 88, right? And you're going to take a look at the next guy here that comes up, Kyle Fuller. I don't have his actual overall here in the picture, but it's an 89. But look at his zone coverage, 95, 3rd best. And it's basically highlighting the fact that he has a great football IQ, he's fast, and he's going to be an asset in any zone defense. To me, that's what it's all about. It should be that way. So I don't know why we get so caught up in the overall ratings. Again, I'm talking about the community. I'm not talking about the NFL players reacting. I'm just talking about the community. Why is everybody up in arms over these numbers? Because to me, you can never define what number is correct. I see people literally debating over, no, this guy should be a 96 instead of a 95. Huh? Like, how can we define the difference? So like I said, man, I like what they're attempting to do by spreading these ratings out extremely wide. It's going to allow people to stand out more. It's going to allow you to really look deep into your roster and, really have to decide what this guy can do for you. Is he a fit? It's going to make it very interesting for 32-man leagues now, and adding a little more detail as far as us having to manage our roster. However, I can't end this video without giving some concern though. And I did actually see this floating around on Twitter as well, and I absolutely agree. How is this going to affect the CPU though, for those guys who, like myself, who also entertain an offline franchise? Because the formula has always been, the depth chart ranking is based off of overall. So I'm still concerned about that. I'm sure we have to further test it, but I'm pretty sure from when I played the beta, it still appeared that guys would be inserted into the lineup based off of their overall, even if they were out of position. You see it all the time in preseason where they usually throw a linebacker at tight end or whatever because his overall is higher than the lowest tight end. So that's where I have a concern, because trade logic and all of those type of things in the past, overalls have been factored into that. So they definitely got to address that and get that tight. But as far as just the ratings itself, I think it's great that Guys are not going to have these extremely high overalls, but they still will be able to perform based off of things that they are actually good at. That is sports. That is sports, people. So there you have it. That's just my quick thoughts. Of course, I would love to hear you guys' comments. Share those comments down below, as well as hit that like button if you like what you saw. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you are subscribed, cut on your notifications so you're fully aware of the next videos. But that will do it for this one. Until next time, let me know what you think. Peace.